Transformation Tuesday. I hope that it tapped into your it sparked you a little bit, because I love Dr. Dilbert Blair. Again, he was one of the first master teachers that I tapped into a while back while he was still living. And I will say that he really helped me open up into my spiritual journey. So if you have never heard of him, you should look him up on YouTube. There's plenty of his lectures there. Dr. Dilbert Blair, Dr. Phil Valentine, of course, Bobby Hemmett. There's plenty of master teachers out there you can go and tap into. But I would just say that, use your discernment, use your third eye, and see what resonates for you. He definitely resonated a lot for me. He taught me a lot. So shout out to Dr. Dilbert Blair. All right. So tonight, let me remove my little banner on the side. There we go. Tonight, we are reviewing the book right here. Do the work, keep the faith. Yes, yes. My dear sister, her government name is there. I will not say it loud, but it is on her book, so she can't be mad at me. It's right there. Her name is Smart Video Girl. That's how you know her. But she is in the building tonight. And so is the beautiful goddess Maulisa. And Mr. Wes Brooks is in the building. I really want to hit that. Sis, did you? No, she probably ain't putting it. I'll be putting too much on her. Little bail. Eventually, I'm going to get that school bill. I know you didn't. Okay, it's okay. But Mr. Wes Brooks is here too. So, without further ado, I would like to bring each and every one of you to the stage one by one. And everyone, you know these people. Do I have to introduce them one by one? I mean, they have been here. Each of them have been here at least twice this month. Maulisa, I think you've been here about 3 times, girl. I don't know. This might be her third appearance. So she is officially, for real, even though I ain't even made her a star seed, she's a star seed already. Like, she has already been here more than the other star seeds who are actually. So she's already at the star seed, y'all. So anyway, Maulisa first. Oh, see, I mean, because my sister is navigating it from the back side, so I guess she's gonna bring everybody on stage from me. I love it. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Peace, peace, peace. Mr. Wes Brooks. Oh, my girl.
I love it.
Hey, everybody.
Hey. What's good? What it do? Good evening. Salutations. What's popping? Shalom. Uncle Jocelyn,
Yay.
Peace to the family. Peace to the star seeds.
Yes. And let's not forget the Assalamu alaikum for all the Muslims in the building.
Okay.
We give everybody some spin around here.
Everybody gets some love. Everybody gets some love.
Peace and blessings. Hey, Uni.
Hey, Uni.
Oh yeah, I saw all of y'all on the having a little lounge night the other night. I think 3 of y'all was up there. You think Uni was up there too? Yeah, y'all was having a good time.
She had us up too late, Nick.
I saw. Listen, I was not watching live. I'm like, I already knew not to set myself up for that one.
Come on, man. It was fun. Y'all know y'all night owls. Y'all be up anyway. I ain't had y'all up. Y'all was just joining me from what y'all would normally.
It was fun. It was fun though.
Oh, thank y'all for joining me that night. So tonight, if she said way too late, look at
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Way too late.
Been sleeping with the enemy.
Yeah, it was late.
Listen, the birds was chirping. So y'all, it was.
I couldn't do that. I would have been asleep. We would have been snoring. We would have all been asleep on the stage.
Oh.
It was a great show, and people was there until the birds start chirping. I'm telling you.
Listen, I'm telling you. Listen, the way the Ray Rael was on fire that night, she would have kept you up. Don't even worry about it. The way she was bringing that fire, she would have kept all of us up.
Yeah.
It was a good night. But tonight we're not gonna keep you up to no 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. I promise you that. It's already 10. And Maulisa like, wait a minute, 10. Hold up, Shawty, because you said 9. And I'm like, Maulisa, hold up, Shawty, wait a minute. Because she like, look, that music. Mawu, she liked the music, but she be like, let's get the business, because
What?
Things to do,
You know, I'm always there. If you tell me 9 o'clock, 8:45,
I already saw you. You was like, bing bong.
She was there. She was in the building.
I don't like being late. I respect my brothers and sisters' time.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We appreciate that. I do. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So tonight, my sister, I don't even know why you got, like, I need you to kind of highlight yourself. I don't know. She did this little setup, but like now it's looking, y'all looking a little over that, John. Well, my head just big. I don't know.
You're just close to the screen, you know.
I am. I need to back up. Okay, let's
I
do
know
that.
I got a big head, so you're not just coming back up.
So,
Create space.
everybody got their book? Oh, yeah. This is dope. All right, so Miss Glenn. Can I call you Miss Glenn tonight?
I guess so.
That sounds like your
Smart
mom.
Video Girl, please. Just call me
Smart Video Girl.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Smart Video Girl. Can you tell us about your book, and then I'm gonna let y'all do y'all book review thing because I'm just shut up. I'm just here to host tonight on this side. I'm gonna be quiet.
You want me to tell about the book? Okay, so I don't really want to tell, you know,
No,
about
just
the
tell
book.
us about like you know, give us the little author joke. You know, I made the book to inspire folks and blah blah blah, and then boom.
Okay, well, you know, I wrote this book. This book really is a summary of my life's journey in a form that I thought would be helpful to others. So basically, Do the Work, Keep the Faith is a journey of discovery of what it really meant to do self-work, what it really meant to go in and work on yourself. And it taps into what you were talking about earlier, this is the time for us to not rely on external things and really tap into our internal selves and rely on God within us, the God in us. So that's what this book in summary is about in so many words. It's a long journey, so I could say a whole lot about it, but we're not here for that today.
No,
Here we is.
I mean, yes, we are, but I want to
Really
get into the
is?
content because I like the content.
Oh, we about to get all in there right now.
Okay.
all right, I'm gonna let y'all do
But
y'all.
that's what this is. And so it's for everybody. And it's, you know, aligning with your authentic self. That's really, when I say authentic self, what I'm saying is the self that God made you to be. I believe that each one of us was created uniquely, authentically. There's something special about each one of us. And so when you talk about building community, it takes all of us in community as showing up as our most authentic selves, you know, which is the closest thing to God, expression of God, you know, and so we can build community from a place of, you know, I don't want to sound kumbaya because again, it's like you still have to know who you use discernment. We're talking about using discernment, setting boundaries. There's a whole lot of things in here. So it's not kumbaya, but it is higher vibration. This is in my opinion, this is greater thought. This is something that's going to really align us in our true selves and not so reliant on external things. So that's what this book is.
Listen, I'm going to start with the conclusion, right? And then we going to work back up to that. So my conclusion upon completing this book is that y'all need to go get the book. That's listening out there. Y'all need to go get the book, and y'all need to get it because it's inspirational, it's practical, and it's simple. Now, when I say simple, I mean simple. I don't mean easy, but I mean simple. so those, you know, those are the reasons why I need to go get the book. But you know, we gonna get ready to talk about it, go into it in a little more detail without giving it away because we want y'all to go get the book. You know, you're not gonna get the whole understanding in the deeper understanding of the book just from this conversation. This is just to whet your appetite, you know, and make you be like, oh yeah, that sounds good. I really need to get that for real now. Now that I heard them talk about it some more.
Yes.
So that, you know, that's what we're here to do. So off top, I'm letting y'all know right now, you're gonna go get the book. And if y'all not convinced at this point, you'll be convinced by the end of this conversation.
I appreciate that.
Indeed. Well, I'm just so honored to be here. You know, we do Unread book review on Saturdays twice a month. And so this is a nice, you know, in the middle of the week. So we don't have to do it on Saturday. but no, this is a great opportunity to, as you know, speak with authors. We love speaking with authors because, you know, it's so many times we read these books and there's no faces or no personal stories to go along with it, and sometimes people feel disconnected. One of the things that I really appreciated about this piece was that you made it very personal without causing one to you know, forget that this story was about them, even though they're reading your particular journey. So great work. I am very, very proud of you. And I'm honored to be here tonight to talk with you about your book.
Yep.
Thank you, God.
Yep. Yes. Likewise. And that is, you know, the hallmark and the indication of, you know, strong writing, a strong work, whether it's a book, whether it's a short essay, a short story, when it's a book about yourself, and when the work is you, like you mentioned in there, it should be a like a zooming in of your life, but we take the lessons that you wrote about and we broaden it to the point where it becomes universal. It becomes a universal message. It becomes a universal theme. So although this book is about you and your life, everyone who picks up this book can take something away from it. And that's one of the things that I loved about this book. Not only that, the fact that the messages are universal and anyone can learn from them. I really mean anyone, regardless of your race, background, you know, ethnicity, spiritual system, way of life, however you live, whatever you follow, however you identify, this book is applicable to you because we all should be on the journey to achieving our authentic self. And in that journey, in that process, the work is us. The work is you, her, me, they.
Yes. The work is you.
The work is you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get that book, y'all. Get that. Make sure you burn that picture into your mind so you know it when you see it in bookstores everywhere.
That's right. And the book is work. It's not a passive book where you're just gonna open it up, you know, you're gonna look, you know, read the words on the page, and then, you know, you just read it from cover to cover, and then you put it down. No, this is a book where you actually you're gonna actively read this book. You're gonna put in some work. You're gonna read some, you're gonna pause, you're gonna think, you're gonna meditate, you're gonna pray on what you read, and then there's some parts in the book where you're actually gonna get your, you know, you're gonna pick up your pen and you're gonna do some writing. You know, you're gonna do some journaling, some reflecting in this book. So it's an active read. You know, it is work itself. And the way Smart Video Girl describes it is like you're not just reading the book, but you're showing up for yourself. You know, this is like the first step towards doing this work to becoming your authentic self. So that's another highlight, something else for you all to look forward to, and something that I loved about this work.
Absolutely. You know, for me, when I first got the book, first of all, beautiful cover.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful cover. I love it. I love everything ethereal. Aligning with your authentic self. You know, so many times, especially in these last, I want to say almost 10 years, you hear people talking about authentic self, showing up, doing the work, shadow work. You hear the words, but they become very, very empty. And I don't think that's anyone's fault. I think what it is that, you know, there were a couple of methods available to people, or, you know, people resonated with a couple of methods and they kind of went in those directions, not realizing there are many, many paths to the authentic self, and that every path is not for everybody. And, you know, one of the great things that I think you did here was you made the chapters super small, sometimes as much as one page. And you were able to let people know the things that you needed to know before you started this journey, but allowing them also the space to be able to gather the things that they need for their particular journey. So I thought that was really, really important. And, you know, many times we have definitions for words. Like if you say to somebody, you know, what is faith? You know, you'll get different answers from different people. So I thought it was very smart that you went into what your definition of faith was pertaining to this particular work, and how it was applicable to, you know, getting the work done to finding your authentic self. So again, definitions, I'm always big on that, and you did that really well.
Yes, yes, you did. Yep, I'm in full agreement, because everybody, you know, like Ruth said, everybody has their own definition, their own perception of things. So when you provide working definitions of words and terms, we can all be on the same page, you know, so there's no confusion. So, yep, I'm in full agreement with that.
Thank y'all. I appreciate that.
I wanted to know if it was all right if I shared 2 of my favorite quotes out of your book.
Sure.
All right. So one of my favorite quotes was, yours won't look like mine, and mine won't look like your neighbor's, but the destination is the same, becoming the most honest, sorted, and whole version of you. I love that, because, you know, again, everybody's path is going to look so different, but we all are trying to become our most authentic, like return to our most divine selves. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's your authentic self, your most divine, most, you know what I'm saying, highest self, really.
Right.
And so I love that. And then my second favorite quote was, the work. Yeah. When y'all can say the work is you. It's not about things you do, the projects you chase. The real work, the soul deep, life-shifting work is you. And that's so true. So many people get caught up in what they're doing, but it's like, what is it doing to you? Like a lot of times we'll do just, like, I worked for the government for a long time, and I realized that, like, I really was giving a lot of myself, but I really had to look at it and say, what am I gaining from this? And I did gain a lot. I gained a lot of experience in, like, dealing with humans. You know? I gained a lot of experience in having integrity in times when, you know what I'm saying, I'm being challenged. And am I going to stand in my integrity, or am I going to stand for money? You know, those were the things I had to learn in being in those types of environments. So that was really, I enjoyed the read. I read it really quickly because, again, I have been trying to get to this skill and read the book. And I was like, oh no, I'm not about to go on this show and not have read this book. Okay. My bestie's book. And it's crazy because I've had, like, I am a big advocate. I'm like Malu. I will cheer for you, especially if you are my friend. I will cheer for you. And I mean, I knew what was in the book, but I had not read the book. But once I read the book, I was like, wow, my bestie really wrote that damn book. She did that damn thing. She gonna help me write my book, girl. I'm gonna hit you up. You gonna help me write my book. But I'm really proud of you for real, because, and that's why I really wanted to do this show too. I know we did a show about about the book, but I really wanted to get Nick and Ruth's, perspective, because I love watching Unread. Like, I love watching that show. I love the way y'all, I love when y'all don't know what the other person have read, and it just goes together. I love the energy. And so I knew that when they read this book that they would, they would love it. And I too, absolutely, when she showed me this, right? When she was talking to me about the book and the cover, because I seen the original cover, the other cover, and I was like, and she was like, homegirl gotta be a homegirl. You know what I'm saying?
Homegirl gotta be a homegirl.
Yes.
And I love it. It's so beautiful. And like you say, ethereal, and everything about the book I love. And I love that you put your heart and soul into it. And I love that, you made it a teachable book, because she is smart video girl. She is very mind driven. And so I could see that. Like, it wasn't like just story. It was like, it's all about you, really. And end of the day, it's really for you. So if you don't have the book, please get yourself a copy. It is everywhere, but it's on Amazon. She got some copies. You can hit her up, all that. But I'm going to go back and I'm going to let y'all finish. But I just wanted to say those was my 2 favorite quotes. There's plenty others, but aligning with your authentic self is so important, especially at this day and time. I'm telling you, like, being you, ain't nobody else out here but you.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, I would actually want to build off of some of those points you made there with that second quote and what you just said about being you. It's we're living in the time where that seems like the hardest thing to do is to be you. As a matter of fact, we got Halloween coming up in a few days on Friday. So, my recommendation is you want to wear a scary costume to scare everybody. Be yourself for Halloween.
Go for
it. You better stop stealing my lines, Nick.
I didn't know he's gonna come with that one. My bad.
Listen, I said that the other day.
Yeah. Oh, I wasn't in the room though. I ain't hear it. I'm just saying we always in the line without even knowing.
But how beautiful is it that we all recognize the craziest thing we can show up as is ourselves.
Right.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's beautiful. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you don't need to go out and spend no money for a costume. No. You got one.
Listen, smart video girl. I hope you're writing that down. You're writing that down as a movie idea. Treatment right there. The next horror treat. Next horror movie right there. You're playing horror movie. You can have that one for free.
Trust me, I am not smart video girl for no reason. Trust me.
Listen, I just want a ticket to the red carpet. I want a ticket to the red carpet.
Yeah, trust me.
Are you gonna wait a minute? Are you gonna wear them that thing you had on the other night?
No, I'm not gonna wear my Powerpuff Girls. Thank you very much. No, I told you I clean up very nice.
That's right. That's what she said.
I clean up very nice. I know how to look all fancy smancy.
Right.
That's right. She told y'all. Yeah.
But Roxy, you hit on one of the quotes too. First of all, I love all the quotes. I'm a big quote person. I love all the quotes. And you got one of my favorites in here, and it's from a book that I carry with me each and every day. So I'll get to that. But I wanted to speak to the first one that Roxy mentioned, which was yours is not going to look like mine. I think that's where so many people get discouraged on this journey, is because they try and it seems like it's not working for them, and they look over and they see that it's working for somebody else. I was telling Rox the night that I was on, my daughter had taught me about that word FOMO, fear of missing out. And I said, wow, what a wonderful way to express exactly what happens with so many people. You know, you trying and you see other people getting it and you like, well, why am I not getting it? You know, or why is that not happening in my walk or my journey? But what we have to remember is just like our journey, it may have similar things, but it is not the same. We are all very unique, just like you said, and there are very unique lessons that we are here to learn. And our journey is what it is that prepares us to bloom and become, you know, based upon that walk. So it really is important to know how to keep your eyes on your own road, on your own lane. And it's nice to look over and say, oh, that's a pretty car over there, but keep your eyes on the road. You know what I mean? And keep moving forward. So I thought that was really beautiful, sis. And you know, I wanted to go back to the 4 stages of learning because you know, one of the things that resonated deeply with me was where you said you be knowing what to do, but you just don't do it. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, I know what to do, you know, but you know, I'm not gonna do it today. And I think, you know, that comes from that place we were talking about, Rox, about fear, you know, and being stuck in a pattern that seemingly works. Is not the one you really want, but it's not as bad as where you were. So you just like, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna just stay here and be quiet, put my head down and try to do this. But it's like you have to be willing to step out on faith, you know, and do more. So I thought that was really, really interesting. And I love your stages. I don't know what I'm doing. You told me, but I still don't know. I get it. I'll do it. And I'm just doing it, you know? So I love that. And I thought that was really wonderful the way you put that in there.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
I love that.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, and all of those stages and steps in there, because you got the stages of learning, you have the stages of consciousness in there as well. I really enjoyed that, and how closely they align with the universal laws, which you went into detail, you know, towards the end. And I think by you breaking it down in that way, you know, you take these concepts that can seem very, you know, metaphysical, you know, spiritual, and even scientific at times, but you simplify them into, you know, practical you know, usages and practices, you know, for the everyday person, you know. So that's what I mean when I say, you know, this is simple. So it's simple to understand, but of course it's not easy work. You know, it's going to be challenging. You're going to have your days where you might fall off your square, but like you said, if you fall off a little bit, you get right back on, and then as time progresses, you get even better and quicker about turning it around and getting back on your square. You know, so yep, I definitely that was another highlight that I really enjoyed too.
That's funny because I just finished a series on the universal laws on my podcast, introducing. So I went through each one of the laws and I'm applying, like using practical experience of how we align ourselves, self-work with the universal laws so that we can work with the universe that is working for us. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So that I just finished that like a couple weeks ago. So, you know, go check that out. Introducing podcast.
Divine timing right there.
Well, my favorite book, and those of you who watch Unread, have heard me talk about it a lot. It's one of my favorite books. I carry with me everywhere. I got a copy of it right here in my purse. And that is James Allen, As a Man Thinketh. I read that book for the very first time when I was about 12 years old, down in North Philadelphia at my auntie house, being grown, reading grown folks' books. And I fell in love with the book, and I haven't put it away since. And on page 48, you say, you quote him and say, men are anxious to improve their circumstances, but are not willing to improve themselves. They therefore remain bound. And what really stood out to me more than that quote was what you had above it. And it says, it started on the page before talking about memory. And I love this part right here. It says, when used consciously, memory becomes a healing mechanism. It connects the dots to our past, showing us how patterns were formed so we can finally release them. If you keep forgetting the pain, you will be repeating the pattern. And that's why the healing starts with remembering and knowing your history matters. And ignored history always comes back, usually disguised in people and circumstances you attract. And that couldn't be more true than anything else you've written in this book. I want to take this opportunity to jump into Unread review mode. And I want to ask you, when was the first time you remembered the pain and realized that you were going to have to do some work that you hadn't done before?
The first time? Okay, yeah, I had a breakthrough. So I had a very tumultuous relationship with my mother. And there was one point when I realized that what I needed from my mother, I was never going to get. So there was a pain in, pain in that because it was like, I have to do this healing of this little girl by myself. And I was looking for something. I was looking outside myself. And there was that moment when it hit me. I have to do. And I had learned a lot, but it was like, I have to do the work for myself on this healing part. It's not going to be a collaborative effort. And that was a point for me. Mm-hmm.
Thank you for sharing that. I know that's not easy. Mm-hmm. Parental relationships can be challenging, mm-hmm. And so I commend you for being able to recognize that, there was a healing that needed to take place and that you were going to have to take responsibility to do so. I know about that very much. I resonate with that very deeply. And so I commend you for being where you are right now, because I know it wasn't easy.
Yes. It was not. It was not.
And I know it's still not easy as you get older.
Right.
That mother wound that's a heavy load. And as women, especially as powerful women, the universe makes sure that we get that lesson, so it rip us a new one every chance it get, to make sure that we got it.
Oh yeah.
I mean?
Oh yeah. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Okay.
It's like you're gonna get this lesson today. You know what I'm saying?
I got it. I got the full message. I heard
what?
You loud and clear. I know.
Head just as soft, bottom head just as hard, bottom just as soft. You know what I mean? Soft like Charmin, your head so hard.
Yes. 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 That's that heart. That's that heart right there. So, yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, that was a moment.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes,
appreciate that.
Yeah.
And how long ago was that, if you don't mind me asking?
That was probably about she says about 4 or 5 years ago. Mm-hmm.
Wonderful work, sis. You had a quickening.
Mm-hmm.
You had a quickening for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's beautiful.
Mama Lisa, we're gonna get
Yes.
a damn couch over here for you because this is the second time you made me feel like I'm about to be on the couch. I'm about to, and so
Well,
you
you
know what
do
I
know that, we have services here at Mama Lisa
was.
Temple just for that. So whenever
I'm about to
you're
get a
ready,
couch from Louis Vuitton.
please schedule your appointment. I always got space for you, darling.
Okay. No, but seriously, no, I appreciate that, and thank you for being vulnerable, sis.
Yeah.
I understand it. It is a wound within us, especially us women, when it comes to our mothers. My Lisa, we talked about it plenty of times about that mother wound and our mothers, and and then not being able to, we mended as much as we can. My mom passed away, and I did as much mending as I could, but I feel like I mended it more since she's been gone than I had when she was here. And so I know that I understand that having to heal that inner child on your own. I definitely get that. And this is this is a safe space. We get a little vulnerable over here. Give me a little choked up. Sorry, y'all. But I understand. I get it.
It's like a lot of things. Like I've learned how to not to tell my story, but it's like, I own my story. So it does the volatility of the emotions. Yeah, I may cry, but it's like I can share it, I can speak about it, because of the appreciation that I have for where I am now. You know what I'm saying? Like I look at those moments as pivotal moments in my life instead of, pivotal moments that help propel me at each step, even if it felt like I was, you know, going down or not doing something I was supposed to do. When I look back at right now today, I have a different appreciation for the experience, even though I may have felt some way because of understanding that comes through the healing, or all the things, all the exercise, all the things. But it allowed me to look at all the different experiences of my journey and how it shaped me and who I am. So I have a different appreciation. I can tell the story differently and not get choked up in things of that sort. It's still emotional. I still get emotional, but it doesn't. I share it because sharing is caring. That's what I have to believe. Sharing is caring. If we share our stories, we know it's like, wow, you can get through. People can get through a lot of things. We can share a lot of things. This is where we can draw strength from one another, especially in times like this. You know what I'm saying? By sharing what we know and sharing how we got through some of the struggles that we've already got through. That's one of the great things of being Black, isn't it?
Yeah.
We know what it is. We know how to come together when we need to. You know what I'm saying? That's part of who we are. I love that about
But
us.
I think, won't it be nice when we realize we always need to?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yes, that part.
Yes.
That part.
It's like why are we playing games with each other?
Right.
I got to hear a bit of what Rox was saying before this segment, and about coming together and doing your part and being in community and all of that. Mwah. I see all the peaceful peace, child. Night, night,
Peace,
baby.
Thank
It's so good to see you, Uni.
Yes.
She got her book.
Yes.
That's right.
But it's so important. And I was saying to somebody about 6 or 7 months ago when we were talking about some of the things that were to come, and I said it's so sad that we're gonna have to have a repeat of some of what we had before in order for people to realize that that's what we should be doing all along. It's like it there's so much more that we could talk about in terms of that part, but I don't want to get too far away from what we're talking about here, because you know that transformational work is what is going to make us better in community. So you know, this is a book that can serve as a blueprint for those who may not know where to begin to work on themselves. And as we move from the year of the snake into the year of the horse, I think it's important that we remember the lesson of the snake. The lesson of the snake was to teach us and help us to shed and let go and transform and be new and have new skin, a new body, a new mind, renewed everything. And the horse is like, let's get it. You know what I mean? The horse is like, let's go.
Let's
You
go.
know, so horses are smart, and you know, they're intelligent, strong, willful, you know, resilient animals, you know, and if we take some of the lessons and some of the characteristics again from nature, we'll find that, you know, these lessons that these transformative years give us are important, and your book can definitely be a staple moving forward for people who are looking to do that transformational work.
Yeah, thank you. You're speaking to greater works, like, you know, what I have a deep passion for humanity, and and an especially affinity for our people, you know, and that's what a lot of the work that I do is about. So even in the visual stuff, so that is so thank you for just affirming and confirming the purpose of what this book is, what I intended it to do. So I appreciate that wholeheartedly, because that that's just, you know, affirmation that I'm doing the work that God wants me to do as well. So I feel very much aligned with what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm telling you the truth. Thank you, sir. I'm grateful. Thank you.
We thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
You know.
Yes, yep. And you right in good company, you know.
Yeah.
You know, offline we were talking about them 22s. You were 22, I'm a 22. You know, that 22 is that global humanitarian, one of those global humanitarian numbers, and 22 happens to be ruled by Aquarius and rules in Aquarius. So it's all there, you know.
And I'm a 2 too. And I'm a 2 too.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Twos in the building.
What?
Yeah.
That's a lot of 2 energy. Woo.
Yo,
Yeah.
listen. And I'm
That
23,
is good.
but whatever, you know.
You got that, still got that 2 in the front.
You got that 2 in there. That's a lot of energy. Yeah.
Born in February, so 2/23.
Yeah, there you go. Second month.
There you go.
Yes. But but I, you know, I'm grateful. I'm grateful also. So thank you, Smart Video Girl, for sharing and caring for us. And when I say us, I mean the collective, not just the ones on the screen here, but on behalf of everyone who's listening, you know, thank you for caring that much to share with us. And thank you for, you know, and thank you for sharing that moment too. And if you can give some additional context on that moment, and, you know, just tying that to what you said in the book, that I also appreciated, you know, the fact that you said that you lived the book before you put it out there. You know, so thinking about the moment you just shared with us, and you realizing that there was a little bit more living you needed to do before putting this book out. Kind of give us the timeline of, you know, that was an earlier moment that you shared. You know, in that timeline, when did you realize that I need to do a little bit more living before I put this book out? And you know, maybe give some insights into what kind of living and what kind of experiences you needed to have before you published this book and sent it out to the public.
I got you. I know exactly what you're saying. So in summary, I will say I went to really, okay, so that happened about, I say 4 or 5 years ago. So with that would be like 21, right? 2021. Yeah, that's about right. And so around 22, like life was really happening. I've like I think I turned 40, I think I asked, and I may have mentioned this in the book, like there has to be more to life. Like life was just like, I was like, this cannot be my life. I'm 40. I do not feel like I have accomplished anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I doing? I got 2 kids. I was like, what is happening in my life? Okay. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm not making, what is happening? Like, this is too much relationship. It was everything. Life was blowing up in my face. And I asked the question, there has to be more to life. And then there's like a series of things started to happen. And this was like 2022. And then I hired a book coach because this book had been in progress for years, like over a decade. Like it's older than my son. He's 14. That's how long the book's been in me, that I knew I wanted to write a book. I didn't know what it was going to be. I always felt it was going to be an autobiography, but I didn't know how I was going to write it, type of thing. And then I was like, who's going to listen to my story? All that. But then I go on this journey of learning and, these pivotal moments. I have that moment where it's like, okay, I have to do more work for myself. I ask this question, there's more than life. And I hire a book coach. And I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to write this book. I know everything. Right? I know everything. But it still wasn't coming together. It still was like, I still don't know how to write the book though. I still don't know how to write the book. And my coach said to me, he's like, you have to live. He's like, you sound like just like I said, everything that you want to say, but you have to like live the book now. And literally from 2022 to earlier this year, which was June of 25, I have been practicing the things that I knew. I had been putting them into practice. I did a 1-year self-mastery program where it was like every week it was like this self-mastery work. You know what I'm saying? I did that for like a whole year. And I was like this, I was in a solitude state. So I was like by myself. Like, I knew Ryle, but it was like I was like kind of by myself. I was isolated, you know what I'm saying? And I was doing a lot of just self-work on me because I was determined. There was like, again, I asked the question, there has to be more to life than this. I was like, this cannot be it. I said, because I was ready to go. I was like, you can take me out because I don't want to do this. I don't want to live like this. It was just, for me, life wasn't fulfilling. I wasn't fulfilled. I was, questioning. So this journey of self-work, practical self-work, repetition in self-work, dedication to myself, you know what I'm saying? Like I had to become committed to me, so it was the practicality of the work of all the things that I knew. So again, it was a lot of self-work. I did the self-mastery thing for a year. I did I did work with Iyanla Vanzant for the women, the warrior women. I did that program. I had like a breakthrough there. So it was these series of application and things started to connect. So everything that I knew was starting to make sense. Everything that I knew was all starting to come into this one truth. There was just like one truth. And it was like, okay. And then things start to actually happen in my life. Like I started to just have, abundance, things happening out of nowhere, blessings coming out, things being covered, just the realization that God is for real, that there is abundance, that all needs are met, that type of thing. So how big or small they were, it was shown to me. So it was just realization that this is really what happens when you take the time to put yourself in alignment with the universe, with God. When you align with yourself, you start to feel it. You know what I'm saying? I vibrate. I could feel myself being different. And that's when I knew. I was like, I was holding on to the book. I wrote the book. It came out this year. I wrote the book. It was done in 2023. And then I sat on it. Then I was like, okay, I got to edit it because I'm a perfectionist. I'm a left brain. I was like, okay, it's got to be perfect. Then I had to just say, if you're going to, it was done. I had never, in all my attempts to write the book, I had never started and finished the book. So then to finish the book and hold on to it for a whole nother year, I was still living in the book. You see what I'm saying? So I did, right before I turned it over, I did add some stuff because I had lived some life, but like the ending part. But I held on to it for a whole nother year. Then I just had to like release it, like literally release. And yeah, here we go. This is it. So that's kind of like the journey. It was just small breakthroughs. You have small breakthroughs, you know what I'm saying? But then there becomes pivotal points. And I can see how my life literally, I could see it at every, like vision became clear. It's like I asked, is there more to life? And vision became clear. Yes, there is. Let me show you. Boop, 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 boop. I had to be open to it. And some of it, even not even knowing what it was. And even coming to Pronoia, and I tell our content, I said Pronoia helped me in that journey. I learned about astrology, human design. That helped me to learn and become more aligned with who I was created to be in all things, because all of it works together. So in that's it's in the living. So it's the last 3 years that I really can be able to say this is where this is birthed from. Everything else was just like collecting notes. Yeah.
Well, I love that, and I can only imagine. I don't know how old you were when this transformation started, but I can only imagine how hard it was to unlearn some of the things that you had learned. And we forget sometimes some of the things we learned actually helped us survive to get to where we are. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, it's just a thing we've outgrown. So your portion here on page 105, when it talks about the secret sauce to attitude is no judgment. We talked about this a little bit before on Pronoia and on Healing Chambers, and we talked about being hard on ourselves, and this world teaching us to be so judgmental, not only amongst for others but to ourselves. And we have these expectations of ourselves that are based upon other people's projections many times, and many times trying to meet the standard of whatever the social norm is, if you will. And so learning how to recognize some of the things that cause us to stay hindered, and the first one was so for real because so many people are easily offended. Like, I mean, like easily offended. You can't say nothing without, trying to clean it and make it politically correct and upside down and sideways. You don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. And this is not to say when we start this process, we throw all of that out the way and we start to get all funky on folks. But what it means is that we start to look with a different eye, a discerning eye, and not only by dealing with ourselves more gently, it helps us to deal with other people more gently, because you recognize, dang, I'm doing something they probably don't even know about yet. And Raquel and I were talking about that when we were talking about our parents and how we need to ease up on our parents and our grandparents and all of them, because they didn't even have access to what we have access to. I remember, no exaggeration, I remember the day that Dianetics came out. L. Ron Hubbard, Dianetics, which people know now is Scientology. And when that book came out, it was so transformational. People were running, it couldn't stay on the shelves. And my mom had a copy. And you know what I realized years later, after her ascension, I was like, she was just getting there. She was just starting to realize, wait a minute, there is more to life than me working 19 hours a day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There is more to life than me, just raising my children and being a good wife and all of this stuff. Like, there was a life for her to live. And, that's why I think that it was so hard for me to accept her ascension, because she was getting right there and she was finally about to live life.
Yeah.
And what it did was it made me realize that I was doing the same exact thing. I had the same pattern. My brother had the same pattern. My sister had the same. We were workaholics. All we thought about is work, 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 work. Gotta get this done. Gotta get that done. Gotta achieve this. Gotta achieve that. We were super overachievers, but we were miserable in the way of we had no time to explore ourselves. We were so busy trying to become what everybody said we could be. You know what I mean? So just realizing that people are offended a lot of times when you tell them, hey, you could be doing so much more. We have to find different ways to do that. And the way we do that is just by being more, and let them see what it looks like when we transform. And they may come, and many times they do, and they say, hey, what you doing over there? I want to do that too. And so, adjusting our attitudes does definitely a major part in the transformation. And I always laugh because number 4, we need to feel superior. I was laughing. I was laughing at that one only because I think about the person who stopped smoking cigarettes, and now they can tell you all the things that's wrong with cigarettes. Well, in cigarettes they have such and such and such and such and blah blah blah. It's like, you smoked cigarettes for 30 years. You better shut up. You know what I'm saying? Your left lung probably is a cigarette. Cut it out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we get self-righteous, and that's one of the things that scare people away is that. So adjusting your attitude, not only just acknowledging it and seeing the ego and recognizing when ego is in place, and realizing that we need more, and our reputations, all these things, they matter in this journey, because again, we not trying to convince nobody, we not trying to convert nobody, we trying to live our best lives. And if you see something you like, hey, do it. Try it. It ain't mine.
Try
I
it.
ain't the first person to do it. I might have gave it some different words, but listen, this has been going on since the beginning of time, and we'll be going on to the end of time because we are here to evolve.
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, and that looks different, like you said, for every person. But that is one common denominator, is that we do get easily offended, and it's not because we softies and we don't know how to take criticism. It's just that all this world does is beat you down.
Mm-hmm.
And so one more person come and tell you what's wrong with you, and you be like, damn it, I know something is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to fix it, but y'all keep telling me what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I really appreciate that. And you, like I said, you did a great job here. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what people get as they begin to do this work, and how they come to you and let you know that this work is definitely transformational and changed their lives.
Yeah, I've already had someone call me and tell me personally. They said, more people need to read your book. So it is. I am hearing that it is transformational. That warms my heart, and I am so overjoyed and grateful. The words I can't. I don't have enough words.
That's all right, baby.
Mm-hmm.
We feel it. We feel it. We feel it in this.
Mm-hmm.
We feel the love. We feel the love in here.
Yep,
we feel the love in here. You definitely have a love for humanity, and I respect that more than you know. Well, we two people, so you know.
Yeah.
I'm all for the people. Power to the people.
Power to the people. Power to the people. Right.
Yes.
Yes. I do hope everybody gets the book. I do hope that you grab it, do the work, keep the faith.
Grab your copy.
Grab your copy. I appreciate you. Thank you, Rock. Rael. Look.
It's all good. Y'all done said my government name. Y'all done said.
You know what? Because we just at home. We just kicking it.
I know. It's cool. It's cool. We in ancient Venus. It's all good.
That's right. You know.
Listen, I tell you like this: they could call you everything, but they better not call you nothing wrong.
That's right. That's right. Because it'll be a problem.
That's right. Look, I got the whole crew
don't
over
let
here.
all this transformation.
I'm about to say, don't let the light fool you. Okay, I'm a don't.
Cause we still loyal.
It's all love. It's all love. And it's all love.
All love. Go protect little sis all the days. What? And if nobody noticed, I have an array of unread bookmarks here. I have a fancy little one like this.
Yes.
And I have some like this.
Oh, yes.
You know. And then, wait a minute. I had another page too. So I had to put one like this.
Oh, wow. Yeah, a whole bunch of books.
So, if y'all haven't come over and grab some of these bookmarks, you're missing out, because we got some great books, and you definitely want to keep those pages marked, because let's not forget that there is in here the growth tools, the growth goals worksheet. I love that. Love that. Page 115. You know, so when you going back and forth and you doing these questions, you taking your time, getting that clarity and all that, you definitely want to be able to go right back to where you were and get on this self-awareness and clarity. And I love it. Sis. Great work.
Look, I see writing in your joint right there.
All right, yeah. But hold on real quick. Let me see if I could turn this off real quick. So, because I can't see it that well.
Okay.
Maybe I can't do it right now.
What's your background?
Yeah, my
Oh
background.
yeah, I think the background hinders when you put up stuff.
Oh wait, there we go. I got it now. There we go. All right.
There
Yeah.
we go.
Get it. Yeah,
Oh
look
yeah,
at
Oh
he
wow.
that.
He's doing the
Oh,
work.
little something in
I
there.
love it.
Oh yes, he's
Yes.
doing the work.
little something in there. It's not.
A little something. He got all kinds of stuff. Up
No,
there.
I'm saying a little something because I got, I did worksheet 1, but I didn't do worksheet 2 yet. That's why I'm saying it's a little something.
Okay,
There's nothing in worksheet 2 yet.
He's doing the work. He's doing
Yeah.
the
doing the
work.
work. And that's one of the things that I did. I got this from I got the worksheets because I did do a coaching group. And so when I worked with some with a group of ladies, and that's where I got like the foundation for that work. And so I do that, and then I help people stay accountable to it, because when you do it, sometimes it's easier to fall off. And I'm a good listener, so I listen to the things that you say, because the things that you say, that's what you're look at.
Talk about it.
See,
She like,
know
so
that
many
right.
you gotta do.
See, no,
Oh, yes,
right.
you
I
do.
listen to how you say things and what you say, and then I reflect it back to you so that you
Sure
can
do.
hear what you're saying, because and to remind you of what you committed yourself to, on your journey.
That technique of making yourself have a contract with yourself was something the elders taught me years ago. When we first get started here at Mawalisa Temple, everyone makes that commitment to themselves. They write it themselves and they sign it themselves. Look, hey, we'll give you the bare bones of the kind of things that you say, but you end up ultimately making that contract with yourself, so you hold yourself accountable for the things you say you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's no way to care more about something than the person who's supposed to be doing it.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So
that's right. If you're not gonna be vested in it, who else gonna do it? I mean,
listen, and you have to be invested in yourself. And in this world, they teach you that that's selfish, but it's really not. I can't give you the best of me if I'm not the best of me.
That's it. So page 130, that's what I was getting ready to say. It was like, we have been conditioned to put others first to avoid being quote unquote selfish. I said, but I say, failing to master yourself is the greatest injustice to the world.
Yes, mother.
Yeah, I got that one too. And I, what, I was just thinking about that page number, but just a different section of that page.
Okay.
That about that true power not being external but internal, and that's all throughout this book. That it's all internal, and we're not talking about external things or external factors, and those external factors that led to us needing to relearn. Like you mentioned, Rue. Yeah, Rue. You mentioned that learning, that unlearning. Those systems and all of that. So that's what made me think of that. My microphone just fell over.
That's all right.
Well, we can hear you. We can still hear you.
But
that's your microphone saying it's time to go to sleep.
Right. Of course, there's so many things I could say about this book. But what I will say is that this conversation is a reflection of this book and vice versa. Everything that we talked about, we even said love a few times, and Smart Video Girl talks about that unconditional love in this book and what that really means, and how to undo that misconception, fairy tale, love, perception of love. So that's in the book. We also talked about. We also talk about that feeling. Yeah, Smart Video Girl mentioned that feeling that she felt. When she knew she felt that change. And then there's a section in the book talking about, how do you know that you're being transformed or you're in that process. So that's in there too. When we were doing a promo for tonight's program, and we were talking about all of the programs and the conversations that's been happening on Pronoia Starseed lately. It's all connected to to this book. And Smart Video Girl said it herself. She said, Pronoia Starseed podcast was a part of this work that I was doing on myself and the part of the living this book out. It's all in there, So this conversation, even if you never read this book, by the time you read this book, you're gonna be like, this is everything they talked about on that podcast that night. So all of it, everything, every single references or concept and theme that came up in tonight's conversation is in this book.
Yes. And I do. I absolutely love it. It's so genuine. It's so you. Like when you even reading it, it's like talking to you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, get your shit together. Like, you announce big changes and advice, opinions. Like, that's the shit that she tells me. No, seriously. She's like, let me tell you why I love Smart Video Girl, because I'm a Pisces, y'all. Okay. So sometimes I get emotional and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I'll be like, oh my God. And, I've learned over the years how to handle my emotions, though I'm not as emotional as I used to be at all. Like, not even. But when I do get into those moods, I know that she's not going to, some people are so logical, they can't stand emotional people. I know people like that. They fucking cannot stand it. They be like, oh my God, she's gonna fucking cry. I don't want to hear this shit. That's what they really be thinking. Even if they don't say it out loud, you can tell. I can feel their energy. Believe me, I'm empath. I can feel it. I be like, oh, this motherfucker. I'm not gonna call this person because they're gonna be too fucking logical. Like, I want a logical person when I'm emotional. I do, but I want a logical person who understands emotion. Right? When I call her, she breathes with me. She gave me a little space, and then she allowed me to, yep, you're right, But now, this is what we're gonna do, and this how, and not that she's telling me how we're gonna do. She already know what I already expressed the things to her. She just helps me unpack it and put it back into where it needs to be logically. And I love that about you. And when I read this book, it's like reading my best friend, just talking to me. Like, look, honestly, it's reading how she talks to me. So it's like, yeah, when I was reading, I was like, I knew that's what was in here. I knew that's what she was gonna say. I was reading it like, yup. And then I was like, was this what we was talking about when we was hiking? Everything. Like, because that's like you said, like this conversation we went through, everything is in here. And even when we go on our hikes, right? Those conversations are in here. Whenever we have our little everything is in this book. Like, it's all.
That's all I talk about, y'all. That's all.
This is it. I don't got nothing else. So when I read it, that's what I said. I was like, she said it's her. And then I read it. I'm like, it's absolutely her. This is her. This is her genuine, authentic self. And I love that. That's the thing I love about her, is that she's authentic. And I love to be around people who allow you to be your authentic self, even if you're a crybaby. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to cry, but then I'm going to get my shit together. And she know that too. I might cry, but then I might fight you too. So don't play with me. You know what I'm saying?
They don't do that.
Yeah. You know what?
Knuckle up.
I got you. We talk. Another thing that Smart Video Girl talks about in this book is how the mind and the emotions work together, because a lot of times we see them at odds. We might see a social media meme with the with the heart all bruised up and hurting and bleeding, and then the mind is like, all right, come on, get your shit together. Like, like they're almost in a conflict, like one, both can't exist at the same time. But what Rael just described is the two being at work at the same time, the emotion and the mental. And I think even from a reader standpoint, you get that balance within this book. So You're getting her authentic self, that's touching on the feeling and the emotion, but at the same time, she gonna hit y'all with some books and some authors and some scientific research. So she giving you the best of both worlds. She giving you the feeling, and she's appealing to and satisfying that the mental aspect of it as well. So it's a well balanced, well-rounded work here.
Yeah, thank you. That's me. Smart video, girl.
It's oatmeal, man. That's what it is for me. It's like oatmeal.
I'm gonna let Brandon in the right
everything you need. You be full all day, and it's everything in there. So I love it. And you're right. Like we talk about this all the time. I've always been very spiritual. Like since I was little, I've always been like that. I've been inside a lot. And when I talk to her, she helps me get more into my mental sometimes, and it balances out her spiritual and her mental. And so sometimes, it's beautiful when we come together. It's like I told her, I said, "You like in the mind of God, and I'm like in the heart of God." And when we come together, it's just like the mind and the heart of God are together.
Oh,
so beautiful!
I love it. So sweet, yo. Like that is adorable, man. Like I really appreciate that. I love love. You know what I'm saying? I love love, and I think it's nothing more important for our young people to see than our rising scholars, elders, future leaders, present day leaders, showing that kind of true love and support for each other. Not, being in competition, and realizing that we are all necessary, in the roles that we have, and, the heart and mind, two of the most beautiful and important things in transformation. The fact that the two of you come together like that, I think that's really, really beautiful. So don't ever let that stop.
Oh, crybaby.
Don't let that stop. And there's nothing wrong with crying. Crying is so cleansing, and it's so I recently was talking with someone about the difference between feelings and emotions. And some time ago, I think it's about maybe 2 years ago, Nick and I, we had a week discussion, I think it was, on Clubhouse about emotional intelligence, and during a transformational phase like the one you go through in this book, a lot of feelings come up, and so in that, we have to know how to process that. And it's important to know where you processing it from. Are you doing it from a place of your trauma? Are you doing it from a place of, empty healing? Because a lot of people walking around here thinking they healed, and they really not. What they've done is they learn how to push their problems someplace else and name it something else, or give it this big fancy name, and then walk away from it, not realizing that it's a whole lot of, cleansing that needs to be done. So please do make sure, y'all continue to nurture your relationship, because it's good for, your children to see, especially you, saying goddess, because, you got little girls. I don't know if you have little girls, Video Girl.
Yeah, but I got a 6-year-old.
Yeah, our baby's the same age.
Wow, that's amazing.
It looked like me and her. It's so crazy when they be playing with each other. I said this was we would look like if we was playing with each other. That's wild.
Look at that beautiful opportunity. Y'all get the love on the little yous together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like y'all get to really take a small version of you, not an identical version, but a small piece of you, and feed and share, you know, your journey with them so their lives can be, you know, fulfilled and beautiful and, you know, maybe a little bit easier than ours. Because most of us,
Right,
just a smidgen, you know what I mean? Just a smidgen, but
Yes.
I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
And
you.
yay, bestie. It's been a wonderful night. And you know what? Like, I appreciate all the relationships that I have here. Like, everybody here really does, you know, bring out the best in me. Honestly, I really appreciate you guys. Your energy is so good. And I mean, I couldn't ask for a better tribe. I couldn't. I thank God for you. I do. And I got chills for saying that. And I'm not going to cry no more because I am not a punk. Okay. So don't ever get it twisted. Okay. Because, you know, this is Pisces. This is a Pisces sun, but I am a Taurus rising with a Libra moon. Don't play with me. Okay. I like
she's still soft.
I'm soft, but that's why
Taurus
I keep around
we just move, we slow. We just don't like
That's why I keep gangsters around me because I'm soft. That's why.
That's right. That's right. That's right. We love you in your soft space.
Thank you. You allow me to be in my soft space, and I appreciate that. I love being in my divine feminine energy. I do. I really do.
You know, and let me
be in my masculine though. I'll be like, get over here.
Oh, we know who that is. That's Roxy the boxer.
That's
right.
Right.
I just wanted to I wanted to, that's actually what I was about to address. You said we done called you by every name. And you know what? It's because we've been there with you through all these transformations. So we know all the parts of you. I know I do.
Yes.
Anyway, and I'm looking forward to, you know, the more you grow, like even this stage that you're in now. I remember you coming into this phase and I was like, oh, jump now. You started with Kali. You started with Kali Ma. And I was like, yeah. I have been telling you about Kali for years. And it was like you had a steel door over your ear. And one day you came to me and you was like, let me tell you about this guy. His name Kali. I was like, what? And I was like,
say it ain't so. Right.
And you know what? And she just took off. And it was beautiful. And you know, you have grown in ways that I know. You know, we talked a lot about imagination. Something else you talked about in here. We talked a lot about imagination, and I know that you have definitely grown beyond anything that, you know, we talked about then. You have become truly a force, young lady.
Oh,
yes,
I appreciate you. Don't make me cry. Why y'all got my throat all hurting like I can't even swallow?
You need some water. You need some water.
You know, my assistants are sleeping, so I didn't want to get up and do y'all the whole outfit today. But you know, but no, I really do appreciate that. And yes, you know, Kali, yes, I held on tight to that joy. Like once I got the understanding, and then I felt that energy. And again, I keep my Kali real close to me. Yes, I appreciate you, Mama Ru. I do. And again, I keep gangsters around me. Mama Ru, no, I done been through some things. And it's all spiritual for me. It's always been a spiritual war for me.
Always.
It's always groups of people and spiritual. And I don't know what it is, but the thing about it is that Claudia told me I have a transpersonal destiny. So I'm always going to come in contact with people. And, you know, my energy is going to either draw you in or push you away because you're not ready for the transformation, because that's what I do. You know, I already realized it. You know, everybody wants, you know, green tea and gray Earl and all that. And God said, I'm going to make you ayahuasca. And I'm like, what? And then
a rocket in it.
Yeah. If you put a shot of vodka in your ayahuasca and you take a little sip, and baby, it's a whole spiritual awakening. I'll be trying to tell people, but it took me a while to get here. And I thank God and I thank Divine for the tribe that's around me. I truly do. I thank y'all for coming out tonight and spending this time with me, because y'all know that I love to hold you. I will hold you here.
She will hold you.
I sure will, because I love y'all energy. First of all, I'm a projector. I have plugged in. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I got to look, it's 11:28. I got to unwind. It's gonna take me until like 2:30 to
No,
go to
we can't.
Yes, we here. And so I'm gonna probably play a lot of music at the end. So you know what I'm saying, just get ready for that. But I do appreciate you. I was looking forward to this show. I really want to celebrate my sisters. When you do some great things, please come here and share. I will be at Divination. Divination After Dark on October 31st with Mama Ru. I will definitely be at 10 p.m. And I think that's going to be really dope. I'm excited about that. And also, I'll be posting about it on Pronoia Starseed podcast. On this coming the 30th, Perry is back in the building. So we'll be having Temple Talks with Perry, and he'll be giving us a breakdown of the spiritual side of the Bible. We'll be getting into these talks. Yes, I'm so excited about this. The Sun Chaser is back in the building. So, and November is already getting packed, y'all. November shows are already on. We are not stopping through the winter. Usually I take a winter break, but Divine said no. And that's it. Like when Divine tell me no, it's no. So I got to keep going. So November is coming up. Yes, Mr. Westbrooks is back in the building as an official Starseed. He will be running his show on numerology. So make sure you tap in on the 6th of November. He is back in the building. That's right after what? We got a new moon on the 5th or something like that. A super moon, a full moon on the 5th.
It's probably the full because we just had the new.
Okay. Yes, a full moon on the 5th. So make sure y'all tap in for that. And again, enjoy yourselves. Divination After Dark on the 31st. Tap in with Mama Ru. Tap in IG if you're not in there. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast. Anything else you guys want to say to the Starseeds before we close out tonight?
I just really appreciate being here, and I feel so honored to be one of the ones that you would have to review your book with you, sis. It's really a beautiful piece of work, and I really admire the fact that you didn't give up. I know how hard it is to put a book together. And so the fact that you didn't give up and you gave us such a splendid piece that, not only can, is good for now, but good for the future. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Likewise, ditto. And, shout outs to you for living the book. And then, the book reflecting you, because that, what Ru just described, you not giving up, you pushing forward, that's the work right there. And the work was you. And that's what's in here.
That's facts. That's facts. I just want to say thank you guys for sharing your views, taking the time to read the book. Thank you, sis, for allowing me time on your platform, because I have not really been promoting, talking about the book. So this was I know, but again, thank you all. I appreciate you. And get the book. The link is right there you can learn about the book, and you can buy the book on Amazon and everywhere. It's on Barnes and Nobles. It's everywhere books are sold, actually.
All right. Make sure you get your copy.
Get your copy.
Yes.
Do the work. Keep the faith. Align with your authentic self.
Yes.
Because the work is you.
The work is you. Make sure you tap into yourself at all times. I also want to announce we will be having, I don't know if you guys know about cardology. Do you know about cardology? All right. Well, we'll be having cardology one-on-one here November the 3rd with King Adonis. So make sure you tap in then. I was so excited because I heard about cardology. I'm a 2 of diamonds. That's what I do know. That's about all I do know. So he's going to give us some classes. That's what we're about to learn on. I love to learn new systems. And, I've heard it, I've heard about it, but that's all I know about myself.
Let's go.
All right. So make sure y'all tap into Pronoia. Anything else? No?
I'm right with you. All I know is I'm a 9 of hearts, and that's about it.
I'm gonna learn something new because I have no idea.
You don't even know? Okay. What about you, Mama Ru? What's your card?
Yes.
I would
Use your
say
intuition.
Queen of Hearts.
Yes, it is.
Why you acting all surprised like you don't be seeing stuff before?
I do be seeing stuff.
You over here acting all surprised like, come on,
we
we knew she was gonna get that right.
That is so, because it's fitting for her. Like, first of all, the Queen of Hearts. Come on, man. Okay, I'm sorry.
If you're humanitarian, and you gotta remember Aquarius on the front side, Libra on the back side. So
okay. See, that's the system telling us time to go. Time to go. Run through. Thank you so much. Thank you all for tapping in tonight again. This is Pronoia Starseed Podcast, y'all. You know, Pronoia means that the universe is always conspiring in your favor, no matter what. These are crazy times, but we don't have to be crazy. Keep your peace of mind, keep your heart on divine, and keep your tribe around. I love you. Peace and blessings, Starseeds. Have a good night.
Peace.
Peace.
They say it's power in the tongue. If that's true, I wanna take this time to speak life into you. I'ma help you overcome what you going through. You're not in this alone. I was sent to put you on. Wanna see how good life is? All you really need is some guidance. The ones close to you may not like it. That's cool, cause pretty soon them fools gon' see that you were a diamond. First of all, I wanna give praises to the Most High for giving me the strength to make changes in my life. Cause without me going through what I went through, how could I even have the wisdom to give you or lead by an example? So let me be your coach. You gon' need some advice when you get thrown against the ropes. I'ma keep you on your toes. I don't know if you know, but there are unseen forces battling over your soul. Who wins? Well, that depends on the choices that you made. My advice to you is choose life each and every day. That's easy for me to say when it's definitely not the case. It's tough when you got so much temptation thrown in your face. Okay, let's say if you fall by giving in, would you beat yourself up about it or get up and try again? Don't allow sin to be a burden. Accept and learn from it, move on and keep working. They say it's power in the tongue. If that's true, I wanna take this time to speak life into you. I'ma help you overcome what you going through. You're not in this alone. I was sent to put you on. Wanna see how good life is? All you really need is some guidance. The ones close to you may not like it. That's cool, cause pretty soon them fools gon' see that you were a diamond. I'm a SC, I do things a little different. I be at peace, cause I stay in the spirit. I'm a blessing to all those who dwell with me. I'm not flexing when I say my life's litty. Love is what my foundation is built on. Everybody I connect with, the vibe be so strong. I'm vegan, so I got love for the animal suit. Then my sisters and brothers, I do not look at them as food, because I'm pro-life. I serve the God of the living, they be the most high. And anybody who don't like me, they'll be alright. They can keep that negativity on that side. Got too much love in my heart. Grab a hold of my hand, let me pull you out the dark. I'm a light and as a light, I'm just here to do my job. Know this journey is a fight, be prepared to go to war. They say it's power in the tongue. If that's true, I wanna take this time to speak life into you. I'ma help you overcome what you going through. You're not in this alone. I was sent to put you on. Wanna see how good life is? All you really need is some guidance. The ones close to you may not like it. That's cool, cause pretty soon them fools gon' see that you were a diamond. Yeah, Lord,
Sometimes when you chosen, it feel like you frozen. Them dreams and them visions in your mind, but you hold them back from yourself, like you don't know you golden. But now it's time to take back the greatness that was stolen. Run your heart on your sleeve, those clothes start folding. That should've had you taking back the love that you loaned them. Your angels and your ancestors with you and you owe them. They believed in your greatness, so now it's time to show them. Now it's time to dig deeper, gotta activate your genius. Say it's your time and say that shit like you mean it. They was sleeping on your visions, but you already seen them. And time will reveal who was playing and who for real. Now it's time to build, I had to find that spark. Yeah, my life was messy, but I turned it into art. Now I'm busting out the frame, I made power out this pain. They was like, who? Now the world gon' know my name. Now they seeing where I'm at, yeah, I'm all up in they mentions. Now everybody following, I made it out them trenches. They was like, he said that he was gon' do it and he meant it. I had to find that spark, now I ain't stopping till I'm finished. Yeah, this that spark, this that spark. This that gotta find that light through the dark. This that gotta turn that pain into art. This that stop sleeping on yourself, gon' start. Yeah, this that spark, this that spark. This that push your soul in and leave your mark. This that stop playing with it, do it from the heart. This that spark, yeah, this that spark. This that spark. This that spark, this that spark, this that spark. This that spark, yeah. See, I'm here to spark the minds. Tell mama her sun shining, she can open blinds. I made it a while back, see that was hard to vocalize. The way this world vocalize, we blind to who we are. But see, I'm here to open eyes, self-driven, mobilized, God body globalized. Even the hood feel me, heard the Bone Thugs harmonize. They wanna see us traumatized, but we broke the traumatized. Now they surprised. I had to find that spark. Remember days trapping, raised round that rock, Cain and Stark. I had to find my power though. Days I was starving, now my bread thick as sourdough. Yeah, I beat the streets and the system. Whoever walked away from me when I was down, I never miss them, cause I'm up now. 18-foot ceilings, I'm out of touch now. Never duck down. Lakes in the backyard, I'm seeing ducks now. They saying it's luck now. No, it's all God. Anything I want, it's all mine. Over matter. Keep your statistics, we over data. Forget the naysaying, we over chatter. We up now, it's time to drop the ladder. This that spark. It's time to hit your target, throw that dart. When you're back against the wall, you are art. You are arts, so you ought to spark. Yeah. It's a marathon, on your mark. Ready, set, go, never let go. You are special. This that spark. Yeah, this that spark. Spark.
For the mother, rings on knuckles, I rumble for the mother. All the babies in the wombs worldwide with the mother. I'm sharpening my tools, I ride for the mother. Better watch how you play with the mother, aiming at your jugular. What you say to the mother? Pussy niggas tryna have they fucking way with the mother. Feet in the dirt, I'ma have to pray with the mother. The mother, divine feminine, not a ghost in the shell, not the original sin. Sekhmet, serpents, fearless, lioness, worlds in my hips, life on my lips, and I'ma count to 10. Better come again, or we cord cut 10. See it in my eyes, feminine rising. All the babies worldwide, I'm on the front line. Tully on my side and a lullaby, baby, don't cry. Better watch how you come for the mother. Rings on knuckles, I rumble for the mother. All the babies in the wombs worldwide with the mother. I'm sharpening my tools, I ride for the mother. Better watch how you play with the mother, aiming at your jugular. What you say to the mother? Pussy niggas tryna have they fucking way with the mother. Feet in the dirt, I'ma have to pray with the mother. Mama Earth, Mother Gaia, fire. Free the Congo, free Sudan and Gaza. Free the minds of every child locked in bondage. I'ma stand up on that business, I'm riding. I'm sliding on all these fuck niggas fucking with our kids. Ran out of luck, nigga, we coming for they lid. Fuck all that soft shit, we calling out your shit for all the star seeds, the mamas, my sisters, we riding at midnight. I got the blicky, she got the sword, little baby got machete. If it's a war, then we better be ready. Cause wicked forces coming for the babies. And I'ma scorch anybody talking crazy. And mama's waters baptized me as a baby. And made a pure soul stay protected on the daily. I'ma pour some for the angels that we gaining. What? Better watch how you coming for the mother. Rings on knuckles, I rumble for the mother. Babies in the womb, worldwide with the mother. Shopping in my tools, I ride for the mother. Better watch how you play. Mother, let me not your trigger, what she say to the mother. Pussy niggas tryna hide it, fuck away with the mother. Paid in the dirt, I'm out to pray.
Cool hoe, you over there vibing on black.
Woo, woo. Crystals on my neck, they think I do voodoo. Cast a spell on their ass with this juju. Bitch, I'm healthy, stay drinking this fruit juice. I'm the chosen one, when will God choose you? I get astral projecting the cosmos. Meditation, my thoughts do not wander. I eat vegan, say fuck Benny Hannas. Sun gazing be hot like a sauna. What the fuck is a Christian Dior? Put a white shirt on to do yoga. Feel my energy, micro be soaking. Got protection from demons approaching. They want my energy cause I got motion. Selenite is the crystal I'm toting. Need a black cat for all you rodents. My light too bright, they stay running like roaches. Eat them herbs and get rid of the sickness. Dr. Sebi, I'm healing holistic. I'm not cooking no meat in the kitchen. Goddess nigga, she whip vegan dishes. I'm in nature, my feet in the dirt. I be knowing the spotter won't bite me. Cause I'm tapped a little bitch, I'm connected. I be focused, I live in the present. Energy heightened, they call me Vegeta. Slow down with life, take you a breather. All these sheep in the world want a leader. Fuck church, I don't listen to preachers. Only thing that I need is a Bible. Now my consciousness high like the Eiffel. Hear the word with my music like Michael. Swear this word finna end the last cycle. They not people, they bossing, they NPC. All that karma you got off this planet, you leave. And you better ask God for forgiveness. Negativity killing the children. Why they be disrespecting the women? Then they be disrespecting themselves. But I love this planet so much and I can't, so that's why I be thinking that I need help.
Look like what you been through. The way you glow so crazy. Made it through the trials and tribulation. You deserve all kind of celebration. Even with them odds stacked against you, you found a way to make life greater, greater, greater. Yeah, going to the gym every day and eating clean. Never catch a nigga like me sipping lean. Loving on my wife, loving on my babies. Looking at my sons, they look just like me. I be down, day go, chillin' on the beach. Sunset cliffs with the view and the breeze. Living my life and protecting my peace. You ain't on that vibe, you can't be around me. Moving through the game like a young OG. Putting on for the greats that was here before me. The money and the fame really ain't what it seems. I feel it's more important that I leave a legacy. Influencing the minds of the young star seeds. Stay up on your grind and keep following dreams. I promise you got everything that you need. Cause you don't look like what you've been through. The way you glow so crazy. Made it through the trials and tribulation. You deserve all kind of celebration. Even with them odds stacked against you, you found a way to make life greater, greater, greater.
Come on, hey. I took the bitter with the sweet and kept pushing. Taking trips overseas, let's book it. If you tryna find yourself, keep looking. They only tell you that you can't when they couldn't. I'm Mr. Flip a negative into a positive. Everything a blessing, God just disguising it. I don't look like what I've been through, it's obvious. Had the odds stacked against me and I bodied it. Used to feel alone, now I got an audience. My job is what my hobby is. Somebody pinch me. Failed chemistry, but going down in history. I am who I am, don't be tryna fix me. Head down greater than I was the day before. Only if they knew how far I came, but they don't know. I deserve everything I got and more. The dark made me glow.
You don't look like what you been through. The way you glow so crazy. Made it through the trials and tribulations. You deserve all kind of celebration. Even with them eyes stacked against you, you found a way to make life greater, greater, greater.
Life is great.
Learn to cloud surf while never leaving Earth. 10 toes firmly planted in the dirt for what it's worth. See my life flash before my eyes a couple times. So I'd be lying if I said I don't believe in the divine. For reasons we can't find, the truth will probably blow our minds. This energy in the universe send chills down your spine. Had a talk with a goddess about human design. Pull my code to how I need to get my chakras aligned. Gotta break some bad habits, it's addition by subtraction. Move away from bad actors, trying to leech off your action. It's the laws of attraction, gotta see it before it happens. Gotta believe it with a passion, then receive this beautiful madness. Find a pattern in the chaos, their assessment was way off. You build it from the ground up, you own it, so ain't no layoffs. Your energy is equity, cashing on your day off. Hope to reach a couple souls, it's all a part of the payoff.